Good day, gentlemen. This is your humble vassal, Professor J. Mark for the Empress Club. This is chapter 7 in the book, the final chapter to the Empress Club, the initiation process. This is dear to me. Men are never to worship ignorance. You, you get no reason at all whatsoever to worship ignorance. You have no reason. None. Because those who know better should do better. And how you will know better if you're ignorant? And the Bible says, he who knows and does not act shall be whipped with many stripes. And I lived this. Because I remember in 8th grade, I got caught doing foolishness. And the teacher beat the stuff out of me. And I asked, why did you do that? Why did I get the most beating? You know what she said? Because you know better. And if you know better, you're supposed to do better. And if you know better and you do not do it, you shall be whipped with many stripes. I learned that. This is why the Bible says, who much is given, much is required. If you know better, you should do better. Because you know better. That young man apparently had no brought up seed. No one raised him. No one taught him anything. So he's ignorant. Now, excuse me, for me, the sad reality is you can't choose your parents, you can't choose your environment, none of that. But there comes a time in your life. There has to come a time in your life when you have to take responsibility. You have to. Now that young might be between 21 and 25. So let's say for the sake of argument, he's 25. At 25 years of age, he had 7 whole years to be an adult. 18, 25, he had 7 whole years. He should look back over his life and realize, this don't make any sense. I've got to do better. Why is a big grown man waltzing, sashaying across the road with the green light on when school is about to let out? Ignorance. And Napoleon Hill has said, ignorance is one of the 5 evils that plague mankind. And I just saw how serious that is that day. I knew it is. Because he said so when he came across it in 10th grade. But I saw it. Ignorance is one of the 5 evils that plague mankind. And ignorance is a disease of the mind, body, and spirit. Just look how he was willing to risk his life and take the life of others. It's a disease. Well, the Bible says the good Lord comes to give life. And abundantly. So a disease doesn't give you life. It robs you of life. Causes you to lose value. Men don't have the luxury to be ignorant. I saw something in Harlem. Excuse me, on Lenox Avenue. There was 3 plaques on the wall. I bought 2 because we needed enough for 2. One said, an educated populace makes a strong country. One educated man is equal to 1,000 uneducated men. And a woman must never, ever have anything to do with an ignorant man. All of that came to life. And I saw that. This boy clearly has no sense, no common sense, no mother's wit. It's despicable. There's nothing pretty about being ignorant, especially after a certain age. At 12 is not funny. Like my teacher, she taught me up for doing foolishness because I know better. When she was right, I know better, I should do better. I remember a college professor that pulled me aside. He told me, hey, you be careful of people who worship ignorance. What? You're in college and people worship ignorance? But yes. Make sure you do not build a cathedral to ignorance, and you stay away from ignorant people. And this is at college. Third year of college, the mom put me aside and told me that. And I'm like, what? College people worshiping ignorance in college? What you doing here? Anyway, this young man has made ignorance a deity. Because you cannot call walking the oncoming traffic signs. It only nonsense. Children are ruled by impulse. This is why they need a crossing guard. This is why an adult has to hold their hand. This is why they're told to look both ways. Then again, to make sure the traffic sees you, even if you're in the zebra. You teach this to children. This is a 25-year-old man. There's nothing cute about being ignorant, gentlemen. There's nothing cute about it at all. So please, don't even think about entertaining ignorance, much less worshiping it and making a god out of it. Because really and truly, gentlemen, there's nothing cute about an ignorant man in his 20s. Nothing. When you open your mouth, people should be in awe of what you have to say because sense is coming out, not nonsense. Don't worship ignorance, people. Put something in your head. Now, excuse me. Now, my issue with the young man comes because I was taught as a child that I should never worship ignorance and that I should never go to bed as ignorant as I awoke, that I should always have the spirit of learning, and I should also possess the spirit of being teachable. And I don't think anyone taught this gentleman that, because I don't understand how walking across the street makes sense. It didn't make sense for my classmates in 5th grade. Why does it make sense for a grown man to do it? This is foolishness. Please, gentlemen, there's nothing cute about being ignorant. That's all I can say. There's nothing cute about being ignorant. And the sad thing is, see, ignorance is a symbol of darkness. And that's why it's one of the 5 evils that plague mankind. It's a symbol of darkness. And that young man had no light in his eyes. And this is why he I think unknowingly, has allowed himself to be a conduit for evil. And this is why killing another human being means nothing to him. This is why making threats of death in public, broad day, means nothing to him. Well, he was probably unaware that death threats land you in prison. What kind of... I didn't even say what kind of father he would be. I mean, all right, let's take it off the table. What if he had children? What is he going to teach them? How are these children going to value education? How are these children going to get the joy of learning? When the lowest common denominator is a God in their father's life. Nobody says it's the daddy's life, because he doesn't strike me as the kind of man that's going to be responsible to stick around to raise a child, much less teach them anything sensible. I was taught that you never go to bed as ignorant as you awoke, because it's an insult to God, because he gave you the most sophisticated thing in the universe between your ears, and you have to learn something new every day. It's an act of worship. And that young man only brought death and destruction. So it's only safe for me to assume that he is a worshipper of ignorance. He's built a cathedral to ignorance. He's made a god out of ignorance. And gentlemen, as man, you're the head of the house. And I learned from my pastor that children do what their father does 7 times out of 10. So even if you wanted to be ignorant, you can't be ignorant, if not for yourself, but to make sure that your children can compete in the next generation. You can't be ignorant. You're going to be near ignorance. You're going to be friends with ignorance. You're going to be an acquaintance with ignorance. So I say, gentlemen, if you are worshiping of ignorance, you're not welcome in the Empress Club. This is your humble vassal, Professor J. Mark, signing out. Good luck, gentlemen, and welcome to the Empress Club.